Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Gigantic Tuesday. Yes, we are coming to you live here on a Tuesday, which is surprising because we're never usually live on Tuesdays, just, unless it's like playoffs or something like that. But we have got the USHL draft going on right now. The Musketeers, they're drafting some guys as well as the other 14 teams. Well, Team USA doesn't get a choice at draft picks. So, yeah, right now we are currently in phase 2, round 15. This could go on. Phase 2 basically goes until every team has a list of 50 players projected to play. So we could be here for 30 rounds even. So we might only be halfway through, but at least these ones in phase 2 go somewhat quicker. So that'll be the good thing about this. We're going to recap all of Sioux City's draft picks at the end of the show, and then do all that. So I have us scheduled going until 6:20 Eastern Time, 5:20 Central Time, but who knows, we might go on a little bit later or a little bit later. We'll see. Right now, Cedar Rapids is making a call right while they're, picking somebody right now. It'll go Tri-City, Fargo, and then it'll be us. So we got 3 teams left. So far, we've drafted some good talent. I'm liking what I'm seeing. That's for sure. Obviously, we'll see whether or not they make it to a roster by the time late September, early October comes around. But yeah, this is kind of our first time ever covering the draft, like live. So, excuse me, hopefully this will become a future thing. I've been eating some snacks, because why not? But yeah, and especially, I just got home from school 20 minutes ago, so yeah, boy, Cedar Rapids, they're taking a while to pick. I mentioned that they're going until they get 50 players projected. Des Moines is already at that mark. So yeah, which is kind of early for that, but you know what? It fits. Forgot to put my microphone on. No wonder why the audio sounded so scuffled in my earpiece. Okay, there we go. Boy, Cedar Rapids is taking a while to pick whoever. But yeah, phase 1, that's like all of the 09 draft eligible players, and then it's pretty much whatever is left over these last couple of years or so for phase 2. So pretty much like 07s, I've seen the most, 08s the next. I've seen some 06s and even some 05s. So yeah, a wide list of players, that is for sure, in this round. And it helps that it goes 30-something rounds, too. It could, at least. I'm not saying it will go that long, but there's potential that it could. So, yeah, boy, Cedar Rapids, usually all the other teams by now, around this time in the draft, they would have had their pick within probably a minute or so. And I guess Cedar Rapids, they're really thinking about it. So yeah, like I said, we've got 2 more teams, and then it'll be Sioux City's time. We have got all the music and stuff ready for that. We've even got the NFL draft chime. So you'll hear that, obviously, when the pick has been official, and I'll announce it to all of you. In fact, okay, Cedar Rapids just drafted Warner Troop. He's a 5'8.5" defenseman, 162 pounds, out of Cape Coral, Florida, from the Carolina Junior Hurricanes, 16 under. So, yeah, we're going to go back and recap at least the names from phase 1 that Sioux City drafted last night. Obviously, we were going to cover it last night, too, but I had a band concert, so I kind of couldn't. So, they actually traded a draft pick, traded their spot on the list in round 1 of the phase 1 draft. So they actually went from I think it was 8th to 13th. And they got they got Daniel Butin. He's not from the U.S., obviously. But obviously, you know, if once they make it on the roster, obviously I'll know how to pronounce their names. But yeah, and then round 2, pick 23 total, Max Jakob. That I did know how to pronounce because there's a video of our general manager announcing that. And then round 4, pick 58, Paul Sintschnig. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. Round 5, pick 68. That is Paulo Gualberto Jr. So, yeah, right now, Tri-City, they are on the clock. Round 8, pick 106. That was Brock Stevenson. Round 8, pick 113. Cash Hardy. Round 9, pick 128. That was Hudson Welsum. Round 10, pick 143. Jordan Tran. And then they got the very next pick, too, which was Houston Smith. He's from Sioux City. Oh, well, he's from Sioux City, although he played, let's see, where did he play before he got drafted to us? He's playing somewhere in, yeah, he was playing for the Oakland Junior Grizzlies. So that must be, you know, Oakland. I immediately think California. So that's probably where he's at now. Tri-City just made their pick, Tri-City just made their pick. Joey Macrina, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But obviously, like I said, once these names get onto official rosters, then we'll, you know, obviously know. But Fargo is on the clock, so yeah. So back to the list here. Round 11, pick 158. That was J.P. Montgomery. Round 12, pick 173. Tyler Muchmore. Fargo just picked Chase Watts. So right now, Sioux City is on the clock. So we're going to pause right there for now. Let me mark my spot, though, where we were at in the list. Yeah, see, this part of the draft will go fast, so we won't have to, you know, be sitting here waiting all night. In fact, like I said, we could go off the air a little early than the 100 minutes we have scheduled. So let's see, we'll mark it off right there. So yeah, now we wait. I'm not sure what the time limit is, like how long they have to select. It's got to be probably only like 3 minutes because I think that's what it is in the NHL. So yeah, boy, I did not expect Fargo to pick so fast, but that's just because, you know, how much they sucked this past season. So I thought maybe they'd take a little more time, maybe weigh their options a little bit, but no, we're just going to go right ahead and announce it, because why the hell not? But yeah, Sioux City, they're taking a little bit here to kind of, you know, figure it out, which is good. I support that. Doing what Cedar Rapids did, you know, take a little time. Just don't take too long. Or we'll be here all night, which we don't want to have happen. Although, who knows? Maybe it will. I don't know. But let's see. This is round 15, pick 240 for us. So, drum roll, I guess, until we hear the famous chime. But yeah, today was, well, good day, I'd say, for me at school. Didn't really do much of anything, but... Okay. With the phase 2, round 15, 240th pick of round 15 in the phase 2 of the 2025 I completely butchered that. The Sioux City Musketeers have selected Lucas Salon Horth Jensen. Yes, it doesn't say where his birth town is, but he's 5'10", 155, a forward. He's a 2007 baby on Christmas Eve. So, yeah, and he played for Frontier LA Selects under-18 squad. So, yeah, there you go. Now Waterpiew is officially on the clock. So, yeah, there you go. First draft pick ever announced here on RVN and the in any USHL draft, because we've never covered a draft before. So, although that will be in the future here on RVN, that's for sure. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna recap the rest of phase 1 for Sioux City, and then we should have the next draft pick all set and ready to go. So, yeah, we'll be back in about 4 minutes.
I think we just accidentally kissed. Quick, do something manly. Bang.
Hi. Hi. Which foundation is good for a steamy situation? All right. I'm going on a hot pot date. House Labs, right there. And you are a shade 330 cool. Perfect match. Okay, and this to lock it all in. I hope your date's actually steamy. Same. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
You hear something new at fountains today. People who think young say, Pepsi, please.
The lively crowd today agrees. Those who think young say Pepsi, please. Pepsi. For those who think young, come alive. Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. You're in the Pepsi generation. You're in the Pepsi generation. Taste that beats the others all. Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi's got that special taste created for the cold. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. Irresistible. Turn me up. Come feel the joy all around. Each generation has found they've got their own kind of sound. Shout it out. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Let the joy of Pepsi. Oh, yeah. Pepsi. For those who think young.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is phase 2 currently of the USHL draft. Right now, we have we're still in round 15. We got 2 teams left to go, Youngstown and Lincoln. So, yeah. Gotta get a drink of water. There we go. Because I just ate a candy bar. So, let's continue on now with the rest of the Musketeers phase 1 draft picks. So, in round 13, pick 188, that went to Troy Hamlin. Round 14, pick 202, Lucas Johnson. Round 15, pick 214, Samuel Bennett, or, well, as I'll probably call him, Sam Bennett, like the NHL player. But, yeah, and then round 15, pick 225, Tyree Ehrenberg. Now, I had recognized that last name for some reason. Well, at least when I saw it, the one player that he reminded me of, if you can remember back, well, about 8 years ago, 7.5, really. Well, it was 2017-18 season. Callie Ernberg, he was a defenseman for Sioux City, and I thought maybe we had picked up like his sibling or something like that, his brother. However, I looked it up and the spellings aren't the same. Like, like this guy, it's Ehrenberg, Ehrenberg. Well, the second E isn't there in Callie Ehrenberg's name. So, yeah, that was, I just found that quite interesting when I was kind of reading through the name and stuff like that, doing research for this show here today. Boy, Youngstown's taking a long time to pick their draft, or to pick whoever they're going to pick. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, I found that quite interesting. So, yeah. And we actually made, Youngstown picked 242 of round 15, picked Harrison Smith out of Wellington, Florida. He's an 06er out of, well, like I said, Wellington, Florida. The Maryland Black Bears, that's who he played with. We did make a trade. Lincoln's now on the clock, by the way. We did make a trade with Chicago, and let's see. These are all the draft picks, and this was way before the draft happened this morning, or it started this morning. Yeah, about 18 minutes. They posted it. We traded Cole Tumanaro to Chicago, and in exchange, we got William Tomko, a forward for Chicago. So, yeah. Lincoln just ended the 15th round with pick 247. Atu Karvainen, I'm guessing. That's a Finnish name, obviously. He's 5'10", 174-pound forward out of, well, Finland, obviously, and he played with the Jokerit. I can't remember what their nickname is, but the under 20s down there. So the start of round 16, Omaha is on the clock. So yeah, I just think, and I have mentioned this opinion before, and it's still true. I still have this opinion to this day, that if you're gonna trade I should rephrase it. Do not trade a player if they are injured, because that just shows you that the team doesn't care about you or your recovery. They don't care, which I think is a real damn shame, to be quite honest with you, because, and especially in the case with, Omaha just picked Ronnie Hill, so there you go. That might be an interesting one. Okay, and Chicago's and Des Moines lists are full, so it's going straight now to Green Bay. And I think instead of going the whole rest of the draft, we're going to go until Sioux City's list is full. So yeah, obviously we might go off the air earlier in that case. But yeah, one thing that has always pissed me off in sports is when when players get traded while they're injured, and it drives me nuts. And especially in Cole Tubanaro's case, when I think he only played 1 or 2 games all season long, because all of a sudden he got injured and he was out the rest of the season. And now you're going to trade him. I just find that very, very bad. So shame on Sioux City for that. That'll probably be the only time you'll ever see me throw shade at the Muskies, but it's true, because it drives me crazy. And I feel so bad for the guy too, because his team, recovery, they've helped with his recovery process, and then all of a sudden, oh hey, we're gonna trade you. And I mean, I'm sure this was probably a mutual decision. I don't think, well, at least it could have been. I'm not entirely sure whether it was or not, but it probably could have been mutual too, which, if that's the case, then that's, different. But like I said, and I'll say this again, I don't like it when players get traded when they're injured. It's horrible. Horrible timing. And I don't care if the trade was in the in the bag the entire time. You don't do that. I am sorry. Sutton Virat at a Regina. I believe that is, oh God, it's the one Canadian. Saskatchewan, Canada. That's SK. So, yeah, in Cedar Rapids, their list is full. So, we've got Tri-City, Fargo, and then it's Sioux City's pick again. So, we're going along here. Yeah, I mean, and I don't like it either when a player has like one bad game. Say for an example in football, when a field goal kicker misses, 2 or 3 field goals and then they get cut immediately the next day. That's only one bad game. I mean, to me, in order to trade a player, you have to look at their full season and see how well. You got to have an opinion on how they're playing based on the season so far. Not just one game, but every single game in the season. Not just one, because, yeah, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. And if you disagree with me, well, then you're full of crap. Okay. All right, Tri-City just drafted Steven Bloomer, 6'3", 185 defenseman out of Chicago, Illinois, from the Philadelphia Little Flyers. Interesting. And Fargo's list is full, so Sioux City is on the clock right now. So, yeah, we should have a draft pick sooner rather than later here from them. So, yeah. And I'm not sure if their list will be full or not. I know they traded some picks away, so in some rounds they had no picks, and in other rounds they had like 2 or 3, so... And it's like that, Although, as far as I know, you don't really trade phase 2 draft picks, at least not, later on, like around now in the draft. Obviously, earlier rounds, you do that, but I think this late in the game, I don't think you would do that, but that is just me. So we'll wait for Sioux City's call here. Oh, their list is full too! Boy, that was quick. Their list is full, so that means, boy, this is going to be a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, because I had the show to go until 5:20 Central Time, 6:20 Eastern, and boy, Sioux City's list is full now, so that means we're not going to see any more players. Well, let's see, how many did we have in phase 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. So they had 15 draft picks, and they took 15 players in phase 2. So they picked, well, at least I'm assuming it's 15. So they picked 30 players. So that's 30 plus their affiliates, 37, about roughly. So we have about 13 returning players from this year's squad on to next year, which is... could be very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, Fargo's list was full. Sioux City, boy, this is going to be a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. But once we do the full draft recap and stuff, we'll probably be on for another 20-ish minutes or so. Anyway, so we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to recap all of phase 1's draft picks and all of phase 2's draft picks, because you'll get to know a little bit about them, their bios, etc. when we come back right after this in 4 minutes.
Get your rental car just a 6-hour wait.
Hi. Listen to your common sensei and skip the counter with Dollar's online check-in.
That makes sense.
Book direct for lowest prices, skip the counter, go straight to your car. Dollar. Makes sense.
All right, making the pizza, Sprinkle the cheese, Hey, if you're looking for the best pizza, wings, subs, and salads, you need to give us a try. Eat in, take out, or deliver to your door. The huge line of specialty pizzas is second to none. And we have 3 different restaurants to choose from. That's right, 3. Gang Mills, Lawrenceville, Elkland. Making the pizza. making the pizza. So stop on down to one of 3 great locations or call us up to let our crews hook you up. Oh, yeah.
This flat tire needs a man, but when there's no man around, when there's no man around, Goodyear should be. Why? Watch this. New Goodyear Double Eagle carries its own spare inside. Lifeguard safety spare. A tire in a tire. Keeps on going. Next time, give her a second chance.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick, now.
Schlitz, come at you. When you order a Schlitz, you don't think about the months it takes us to brew and age it. But the long, careful, golden age of Schlitz is what makes it America's choicest premium beer. When you're out of Schlitz, you're disaster. You're out of beer, Schlitz.
Edgar, as you take the voice of this lovely woman, Mrs. Trump, and put it into this... Why? To tell the world the benefits of Affleck with sex appeal. Brilliant, sir! I know. Now throw the switch.
If you're hurt and can't work, Affleck can help pay your bills with cash.
Genius! And her? Affleck!
Consider the care and feeding of a motor vehicle. City buses like diesel fuel. Little fellas take economy gasoline. Folks in the middle go for regular. And powerful cars use premium. But a car that knocks needs Gulf No-Knox. No-Knox is a special premium with additives that stop cars from knocking. Imagine what No-Knox can do for a car that doesn't knock. Try a little and see.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, I did not expect us to be done that quickly, but I should have seen the Facebook post that Sioux City put out after they had drafted Lucas, it's probably Ceylon, Horth Jensen. Our final pick of the draft season. That probably should have been the context clue for that one, but I obviously, like I said, did not clue in on that. So, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's get into the full draft recap for Sioux City. Yeah, so let's do it right here, right now. Got an ad, of course, because, naturally we would. Oh, my God. Here we go. So we'll start out in phase 1. So we traded Dubuque with Dubuque for our number 8 pick. So they went up to number 8. We went down to number 13. And with that pick, we picked Daniel Butin. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if it isn't, but yeah, he's an 09er, a forward, 6 foot, 161 pounds, out of Minsk, Belarus. Played with the Long Island Gulls, the 15 squad. So yeah. Obviously, I think all the picks in round one or in phase one are from 2000, or well, from 09. So yeah. And then round two, with pick number 23, we picked Max Jakob. He's 5'9", 186 pounds, a defenseman out of Manalapan, New Jersey. He was part of the Mount St. Charles Academy, the 15 squad. With Sioux City, they actually didn't draft anything in round number 3 because they sold their pick to Chicago. So yeah. So now we have to go to round number 4, pick number 58. We pretty much did, well, we traded with Dubuque again, and then we traded our draft pick in our regular slot to, I thought I clicked repeat on that, my bad, to Tri-City. I'm assuming that was in the Dallas View deal. So, crap. Okay, so then we got at round number 4, pick 58, Paul Sinchnig. He's 6 foot tall, right on the nose, 165 pounds, a forward out of Klagenfurt, Austria, I'm assuming. He's part of the Villacher SV under 20s. So, yeah, I'm assuming AUT is Austria. I could be wrong on that, though. And then round 5, pick number 68, Paulo Gualberto Jr. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. Center out of Barnstable, Massachusetts. Played with the Mount St. Charles Academy 15 squad. Then we have to go all the way to round number 8. And we had the first pick in that round at pick 106 for Brock Stevenson. He's 5'8", 135 pounds, a left winger out of Denver, Colorado. He was part of the Okanagan, Colorado 15 over squad. So yeah, and then just a few picks later at pick 113, Cash Hardy. He's 5'10". I think I put Hardle down here, but it's Hardy. Like I said, he's 5'10", 145 pounds, a left winger out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. He was part of the Minnetonka Skippers AA 14 under squad. So yeah, and then we go into next round, round number 9, pick 128, Hudson Wellsum. He's 6 foot tall, 155 pounds, the right defenseman out of Mission Viejo, California. He was part of the Anaheim Junior Ducks 15 squad. And then Sioux City had 2 picks in round 10, right next to each other. At pick 143, Jordan Tran, 5'6", 126 pounds, a left winger out of Aliso Viejo, California. Once again, part of the Anaheim Junior Ducks 15 squad. Then the next pick, we traded with Waterloo and got Houston Smith, the hometown boy, 5'11", 185, the right winger out of right here in town, Sioux City, Iowa. Played with the Oakland Junior Grizzlies 15 squad. So, yeah. Round 11, pick 158, went to J.P. Montgomery. He's 6 foot tall, 170 pounds. He's a left defenseman out of Winchester, Massachusetts, and he played with the River School Wings. So, yeah. And then with round 12, pick 173, Tyler Muchmore, 5'9", 171 pounds, left defenseman out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Another guy we got from the Okanagan, Colorado 15 over squad. So, yeah. And then round 13, pick 188, Troy Hamlin. He's 5'10", 150 pounds, the left winger out of Southwick, Massachusetts. And he went to Pope Francis High School, where he played with the Cardinals. That is their team name. Round 14, pick 202. Lucas Johnson, he's 6 foot tall, 161 pounds. He's a goalie out of Evanston, Illinois. He's with the Chicago Reaper 15s. So, yeah. Then we had 2 picks in the final round of the draft. Well, it seems like everybody got a couple of picks, but whatever. So, at pick 214, Samuel Bennett, 5'10", 160 pounds, the center out of Lakeville, Minnesota. He was part of the Lakeville North Panthers AA 14 under squad. And then with our final pick in phase 1 at pick 225, Tyree Ehrenberg, 5'9", 145 pounds, the left winger out of Beaver Lodge, Alberta, Canada. And he's with the Northern Alberta Extreme Under 17 Prep. So, yeah, those are all of your phase 1 draft picks. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to recap phase number 2. Stay tuned.
Winnevegas Casino Resort, Saturday, May 10th. Get the Let Out brings to life one of the greatest bands in rock history. Get the Let Out, a celebration of the mighty Zepp. Tickets are on sale now at winnevegas.com or call 800-HOT-WIN.
Decisions. Do I want good, rich flavor or one that's lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King?
Wait. Now one cigarette gives you both. Pell Mell Gold. Newest U.S. government figures show Pell Mell Gold 100s now lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King. Longer, yet now lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King. You make out better at both ends with Big Tip Pell Mell Gold. Tastier, milder. Pell Mell Menthol, too.
Hey, I'm the new adjustable Gillette Techmatic razor. My brother, the old Techmatic, was made for average beards, but I have this new thing on the cartridge. I can take care of light beards, not so light beards, average beards, heavy beards, and even heavier beards. At this setting, I'll give you the closest shave you've ever had in your life. Remember my name, the new adjustable Gillette Techmatic razor.
There is no such thing as the perfect tour to Europe. TWA learned that 22 years ago when we began working with travel agents on European tours. So we've covered ourselves. We offer literally hundreds of tours to Europe. No matter where you want to go, no matter how much time you have to spend, nor how much money you have to spend. With so much to choose from, it should be very easy for you and your travel agent to find the perfect TWA tour for you. And now's the perfect time to plan. Come in and take a tour of our tours.
With a great idea, you just want to get things down on paper. Grammarly is the second set of eyes that helps me get work done. My name is Claudia. I'm a marketing manager and adjunct professor. Grammarly takes a lot of the heavy lifting off my plate. With AI Compose, it will give me a great outline to start with so that I can focus on expanding and elevating ideas. I use Grammarly every time I write because I can put my trust in it to help me communicate effectively. Download Grammarly for free.
If you crossed a clam with a tomato, you'd get a clamato. Clamato, the delightful blend of clams and tomatoes from months. Not quite like clams or tomato juice. Tomato has its own flavor. Light, refreshing, rejuvenating. You have to taste it to believe it. Try Mott's Clamato. And you thought Mott's just made great applesauce.
Latest U.S. government figures show Silverthin's lowest in tar and nicotine of all 100s tested, lower than most Kings. Can a cigarette that tastes as good as Silverthin's actually be that low in tar and nicotine? Read the United States government figures. Try Silverthin's now in menthol, too.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Musketeers might have just concluded with their draft picks for the year. But you know what? We're going to do a little recap right now. So, here we go. We'll continue on. We already did phase 1, so we're going to go straight into phase 2. here we go. So we're going to start all the way from the top. Round 1, pick number 8. That went to John Alex Banks. He's 5'8", 162 pounds. The defenseman out of Secaucus, New Jersey. He's an 07 baby. He played with the Sherwood Park Crusaders. So, yeah. And then we have to go to round number 3, pick number 32. Oh, crap. My bad. Oh, son of a bitch. Hang on. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, here we go. Round 3, pick 32. Elias Strom Vatny. He's 5'9", 165 pounds, an 06er. A forward from Bergen, Norway. Okay, I don't know why it wants to do that, but... Okay, so now we have to go to round number 4, where the Muskies had 2 picks. First at pick number 51, Ryan Poirier. He's 5'9", 158 pounds, a defenseman, an 08 baby from Salem, New Hampshire, and he went to Kent School Lions. Well, Kent, that was probably the school he went to, and the Lions were just the name of the team. And then round 4, pick 55, we picked Miles Brosnan. He's 5'10", 188 pounds, an 07 baby from Winchester, Massachusetts. Went to Dexter Southfield School, so... Yeah, we're going to go now to... Are we still in round... Okay, no, we're in round 5. At least now we are. Grady Magner. That's who we drafted with pick 77. He's 5'9", 180 pounds, an 06 baby out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Played for the Janesville Jets. So, yeah, and then that's it for round 5. Let's see, round 6. With pick number 93, Luka Roloff, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's 6'1", 190 pounds, an 06er from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. He played for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, at least their high school team, so yeah. Let's see, Sioux City, they had one more pick in round number 6. At pick 108, Garrett Turcotte. 5'7", 142 pounds, a centerman out of South Berwick, Maine. Went to the Seacoast Performance Academy and played with their team, the Spartans, the 16 Unders. So, yeah, and then round 7, very early on at pick 116. Kirby Perler, we got 5'7", 167 pounds, an 07 baby, a defenseman out of Woodbridge, Connecticut. Played with the Johnstown Tomahawks. So, yeah. And then let's see. One more in round 7. Pick 125. George Lavelle, 5'6", 130 pounds. He's an 07. A forward out of Boston, Massachusetts, and he played for the Lavelle Academy under 18 squad. Round number 8, pick 131, Pavel Martinu, 6'4", 185 pounds, and 07 forward out of Maido, Czech Republic, or Czechia, or however you want to say it. It's with the Seacoast Performance Academy Spartans under 18 squad. And then, well, round 8 here. Pick 135 for Sioux City, Tobias Pidka. He's 6'4", 212 pounds, and 06er out of Poprad, Slovakia, and he played for the Victoria Grizzlies. So, yeah. And then pick 138, just 3 picks later, Daryl Oljanskis. He's 6'2", 194 pounds, and 06er, a defenseman out of Riga, Latvia, and he played for the AIK IF Junior Squad. Not sure what any of that means, but I'll take their word for it. And then round 9, pick 150 for Sioux City, Michaelis Skadaskis, I'm guessing, obviously. He's 6 foot tall, 165 pounds, an 07er, a forward out of Vilnius, Lithuania, maybe? I doubt that, but maybe I am right. We'll see. Okay, well, let's not do that then. Okay, so forget it. He played for the Huddinge IKJ18E. I don't know what that is, but I think we can make a guess. And then round 10, pick 165 for Sioux City. Maddox Labre. He's 6'2", 180 pounds, an 07er, a defenseman out of Coteau-du-Lac, Quebec, Canada. Played for the Victoriaville Tigers. Obviously, I don't speak French, so sorry if I butchered that. And now we'll go to round 11, pick 180, William Mancuso, 5'10", 182 pounds. He's an 08er, a center from Stowe, Massachusetts. He went to St. Mark's School Lions. Well, that was his team he played for. We'll go to round number 12, pick 195 for us, Carson Cluckies. Yes, that's his real name, Clukies. He's 6 foot tall, 170 pounds, an 08er, a right wing out of St. Louis, Missouri, and he played for the St. Louis Blues AAA 16 under squad. So, yeah, all right. Round number 13, Freddie Meyer. Well, pick 210. Freddie Meyer. He's 5'10", 165 pounds, an 07er, left winger out of Winchester, Massachusetts. Went to the River Wing School. He's exactly 1 year younger than I am. So there you go. Let's see, Sioux City, round 14, pick 225. Alexi Kubat, I think. Kubat, maybe. 5'11", 163 pounds. He's an 08er, a forward out of Levoka, Slovakia. And he played for the Olomouc HC, whatever that is. And then Sioux City, their final draft pick of the draft, Lucas Salon Horth Jensen, there we go. 5'10", 155 pounds. He's an 07er, a forward out of Aalborg, Denmark. Played for the Frontier LA Selects under 18 squad. So, yeah, those are, well, that's pretty much all of the draft picks and stuff like that. So, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at some scores from across the country. We're going to have our song of the night, and we're going to, well, kind of preview the weekend here on RVN. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
YouTube Premium is
ad-free.
What's your name? What's your name? Snow White. Snow White, honey, gondola and Venice, lights, music. You can worry all over again. And then we hop over to Ireland and see my relatives.
Relatives? Oh, no, you don't.
You can see 22 countries in 5 days.
This is the time when people are planning their vacations and confusion is king.
I want the fresh air in Switzerland.
TWA thinks you ought to see your travel agent before planning a vacation. He can save you time, money, aggravation.
Paris! Champagne! Artichoke!
Artichokes in the kitchen is 10 feet away.
You don't want me anymore!
It's settled. We're going to take the economy tour.
What's that?
That's where you stay home.
Your travel agent may even save your marriage.
You can take Salem out of the country, but you can't take the country out of Salem.
Super King Size Salem, the extra length cigarette that takes your taste to the country, wherever you light up.
You can take Salem out of the country, but
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
If you're looking for good taste in your cigarette, we're playing your song. Your next car. The great new Chrysler. The possible dream. A special calm. A whole new world. Now more a reality than you ever thought possible.
Now more luxury than you ever thought you could afford. Now more attainable than ever. Chrysler, the possible dream.
Let the dream come true. Chrysler, your best car is Chrysler. Your best car is here today.
Still here. Lock this offer in now.
To run, too thick to drip. Gillette Foamy, hands down.
Look on dollar.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's time to look at some scores from across the country, so let's get into that right now. So, round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs began last night, and there's 2 more games going on tonight. Round 2, game 1 of each series. The Hurricanes at the Capitals, and then the Oilers at the Golden Knights. And then, round 2 tonight, there's 2 games. Game 2 of the Pacers at the Cavaliers, that's at 7 Eastern. And then coming up, game 1 between the Warriors and the Timberwolves. That'll get tipped off at 9:30 Eastern time. So, yeah. And then MLB scores going on from across the country. Right now, top of the 7th inning, the Nationals lead the Guardians 6-3. Coming up later tonight at 6:40 Eastern time, the Dodgers are at the Marlins. 6:45, the Rangers at the Red Sox. 7:05, Phillies at the Rays. As well as Padres at the Yankees, 7:15, Reds at Braves, 7:40, Giants at Cubs, as well as Orioles at Twins, White Sox at Royals, Astros at Brewers, 7:45, Pirates at the Cardinals, and then at 9:38 p.m. Eastern Time, at least word being exact here, the Blue Jays at the Angels, 9:40, Mets at Diamondbacks, and then at 10:05, the Mariners are at the A's. Then game 2 of the Guardians at the Nationals. Didn't even realize it was a makeup, but yeah. That'll look, it looks like, has that even, oh, I guess it'll get started directly after the first game, which makes sense. And then postponed because of rain, the Tigers at the Rockies. So there you go. It's now time for our song of the night, and let's see, it is by, oh crap. It is by Alex Warden, and it is Ordinary.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane a masterpiece. Oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to a dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk in your mind. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground of the sanctuary. Shatter me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found hopeless hallelujah. Hope this side of heaven's gate. Oh, my life are jealous knowing we found something so loud of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, sanctuary. Trying to be where you talk, but tell me the clouds. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found.
With Ordinary, that was Alex Warren. So now let's take a look at what the schedule's going to look like for the rest of this weekend. Coming up later tonight, we'll have a brand new episode of the Ronnie Show starting at 7:20 Eastern Time. So we'll have that on later on tonight, and then let's see here. What do we got coming up? Friday night, nothing Friday night. Saturday night, we have NBA action. It'll be game 3 of the Minnesota Golden State series. That'll be the nighttime game, so we'll be on the air for that. That'll tip off at 8:30. I'm hoping to be on the air even before then, to be quite honest, by I'm hoping maybe 7 Eastern time, because while the Explorers their season gets underway Thursday night, so obviously, and we'll cover every single Saturday night game along with all the regular, what do I want to say? All of the regular elimination games. Oh, okay. Well, that game doesn't start until 6:30, so we'll probably be on. I'm hoping 7:30 Eastern time. If not, don't be alarmed. If we're not on then. So yeah, it'll be that, plus Omaha will be here in town for Sioux City, the Bandits, so we'll have that, plus, that's pretty much it. 3 games all in one night. It's going to be a great night of sports. We'll probably be on the air 4 hours, probably about, so yeah, that'll be on Saturday night right here on RVN. So make sure you join us for that. Coming up next, we'll go back to your local RVN programming in your area. Luckily enough, we have backup programming in case, we fall short on time or we end early. So that is a good thing. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching us here this afternoon. It didn't go as long as I thought it was going to. I thought we'd be on the air another 40 minutes or so, but you know what? Some things just happen, and you know what? Hey, the good thing is we don't have to be here until around 30 something or another, if that. So that's good. In fact, well, they're at the end of 21. That might be, in fact, the draft might have just ended, actually. So, yeah, so it turns out didn't make much of a difference. We'll see you Saturday night at whenever time, between 7:30 and 8:30 Eastern time. Bye-bye.